These days, one of the most famous musicians of all time, Paul McCartney had his own embarrassing moments as a musician as well. After all, what's the best way to becoming a pro than to go through hell of making yourself look like an idiot in front of a live audience? As he revealed in a recent episode of the Paul McCartney A Life in Lyrics podcast, the legendary Beatle looked back on one occasion when he was supposed to play a lead guitar part. With him was John Lennon at the time, and although he didn't mention the exact band, it was likely the Quarrymen, the group that came before the Silver Beatles, and, eventually, the Beatles. Either way, looking back at those times and his attempts to play lead guitar. We had this gig, and it was like the first thing I ever played, and I was lead guitar player. John was rhythm. And I had a solo, and I totally froze. Could not move my fingers. It was like, just so embarrassing. Yeah, that sounds like a real bummer. After that, he continued on as a rhythm player and, eventually, one of the most influential bassists of all time. McCartney added, "My lead guitar playing career melted at that moment, and I said, well, I'm not doing this again. I'm not cut out for this. I'm no good."